What it is, y'all? It's your boy TEJ reporting right from the middle. Got my boy Harpreet Moore happy right here, and my best friend Sherby Derby 5000 Eric Calderon. What's your community, and what do you do with it? How do you utilize it?
Right.
Do you utilize it? Are you a part of your community?
Or are you forming a community around you?
How do you do that?
Facebook.
Can you form a community around you?
Influencers,
Mhm.
they form communities.
Yeah.
And then they use those communities to get paid.
Okay. Or spread knowledge, spread wealth, gain recognition, you know? Fight for something right, fight for something wrong.
I mean, this community's for everything.
Every little
right?
thing.
You just have to find your pocket, your lane, what's going to work for you, and then what the messaging is going to be.
Okay.
You have person A, you have person B.
Mm-hmm.
Person A is going to be the person that is, yo, man, I need you to get smart credit. I'm going to help you fix your credit. Boom, bada bing. Right? Person B, on the other hand, hey, guys, so I'm going to show you A through Z how to read your credit report, how to start getting credit cards for travel, how to use them for different expenses, and, you know,
manage
pretty
your
much
debt.
maximize on it, right? So
Right.
person A is going to attract a certain type of community, the ones that just want the quick fix, the one that want the, oh, I just want my credit score to go up. I want to post that 100-point increase,
Okay.
right? Person B is going to build a community, I would say, with a little bit more longevity, because it's going to take some time to maybe build up to that American Express Gold card. It's going to take some time to build up to that Chase Sapphire Reserved card, right? So it's like you can still have the same offer product idea, but form it two completely different, and then person B will never attract the person A.
Gotcha.
That's so true.
So having a community is important for social wealth, right? Your social status and this.
Right.
But it's definitely important to have one for your business in a sense.
Yeah. Your business, sometimes mental health, whatever it may be. But like at the end of the day, it's about doing right by this community. Being able to, like you said, person B is educating and making sure in the long run this community is doing well off for themselves without personal gain for even person B.
Let me say something. What if I kind of don't do right and I just go start a new community? What do you think about that? What if I, you know what, I messed up that community I had to. Let me just go
I mean,
start
there's
a new
people who do that.
Yeah.
What are those people? They're excommunicado. No, I'm just kidding. That was
They're
a John Wick.
Community wreckers.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I was taking it off.
Like a home wrecker, community
home wrecker, but a
wrecker.
community wrecker.
I don't condone.
Or a
homewrecking.
bandwagon community.
I mean, they just ride the wave, I guess.
At the
right?
end of the day, it's about being able to grab this community and take them somewhere that they need to go instead of, you know, doing wrong by them. So like doing right by them, make sure you use your community. Like, okay, let's go to smart credit. We could push people onto smart credit just to get our money, or we could push them onto it to help themselves educate. And on top of that, they will bring their communities along with them. What other communities they're in, hey, this guy really helped me out. And then, you know, that's making your community even bigger.
One thing to note, check your retention rate. Your retention rate will speak volumes about how you're helping your community.
Honestly, your local community. Like if you're based out of somewhere, like your office building should know.
Well, not everybody has office buildings.
Okay,
though.
your office building, but not your. Okay, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like if you're based somewhere,
The people around
the person to the
you.
left and the person to the right of you should know what you're doing. You should be forming some sort of community. My neighbors, I know my neighbors to the left, the two houses down. I know every neighbor that's pretty in hand's reach. If I didn't, then what kind of community do you have? Right? You don't have.
I mean, I don't know my neighbors. Do you know your neighbors like that?
Yeah,
I don't. So what am I doing wrong? What
You're a wrong neighbor.
what-
community.
you're a
What
bad
do-
neighbor.
I do know them, but not on like, you know,
They don't
first
give you
name
cookies.
basis.
Oh,
You don't know them on a
yeah.
first name basis?
Not all of them.
I mean, I
Maybe
put
like
my
one or
hand
two.
up and say hello. You
Yeah,
know,
I'd say that. Some people have beef with me, but that's not part of it. What I'm
Beef?
saying is like,
But you're vegetarian.
What?
That's frowned upon.
but okay, so what are
on, beef boy.
your what are your advantages for being close to your neighbors over me?
well, I mean,
I mean, if I gotta leave, yo, watch the house.
Yeah, I got one person that could do that.
Are they
but
your
not the
neighbors?
rest. Yeah.
Okay.
that's good though. But
It's
you
just
have
one, it's not a community. It's just
you have a kind of a backup because your neighbor could help out find, hey, like we need a new landscaper. He'll do it. He'll help you out with that. Or hey, like we got to get the porch redone, and he's already done it, right? Like that could be a community if you only know one neighbor. But that in your little tight knit community right there, you're gonna be advantageous for each other, and you should be definitely doing that for your community of clients, right? That pool of leads, like they should be treated as a community. Just so if you help one person, who knows if that person has like 3 or 4 other friends in that same circle of community, like they're gonna be like, hey, this guy gave me all the wealth and knowledge, man. Like,
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm
let's
saying.
just
Like,
go to them real quick.
you're building your community. You're making community bigger because that person also has different communities.
Take a shot every time you hear the word
Community.
or communities.
Yeah.
So run this back and
Yeah,
No, but okay. So if we go to marketing, right?
yeah.
A lot of partners when they're first starting off, their biggest thing is how do I start growing? How do I start scaling? How do I get my first 10 clients? How do I get my first 100 clients?
Build a community.
build a
But what is that going to be around? Right? Like we go back to example person A and person B.
Mm.
What are you going to be pushing? What is the message you're going to be pushing forward? Right? For me, when I first started off, it was Hispanic, came from immigrant parent background, first generation. I am trying to build a business and then learn how to leverage credit and then, be able to create a business using credit. A lot of people are like, oh, cool. Like I can resonate to that because your story, you're pushing cards here. Then you stayed grounded. You were working at the gym. Then you started the business, this and that. So that story resonates with people because they know that, oh, this guy has been working through this. And through that, I'm sharing my actual story. I'm not making up a made up story, but that builds a community in itself.
Okay.
Because I'm bringing them into my life and I'm letting them know what my story is. And if I did it, you can do it too. But one thing to know is just to be fully transparent with people. I think what obviously people like resonate with me is like work, right? Like
Okay.
I would much rather post of a story of me working at 2 a.m, 3 a.m, instead of me going out to the club. Because one, I don't want to attract the people that are 2, 3 in the morning out in the club. I want to attract the people who are
Working
staying
hard.
up late, working towards their goals as well. So I'm always attracting that community of people that is working towards their goals. Obviously, that's going to resonate with my story and theirs. So they're going to be more attracted to work with us simply due to the fact
Yeah.
that we're working towards something together.
So wait, you're trying to tell me, right? Your social media profile, you're posting a story. It's just, oh, hey, I'm working right now. It's 2 a.m. You're trying to tell me someone's going to convert from that?
Yeah.
Again?
You know why? Because they're like, if this guy is building this business, he knows a thing or two about credit. And what don't I have? Credit. Because realistically, if you want to start building a business, you can either save $10,000 or $20,000, which is a very low number of the American population that has $10,000 or $20,000 saved
Yeah.
liquid.
Yeah.
What's easier, having 10, 20 liquid or having it in a credit card?
Credit card.
I can pull out a credit card that has that
Yeah.
much right now, and it's like, oh, if I want to start this business, I'd rather just invest in my credit and then get access to that capital to start something. Whether you want to resell shoes or resell Lego sets, whatever it may be, right? But these people know that because I'm doing the work, I already have the sense of that formula. So they're gonna resonate with that story. Like my
Right.
crowd isn't the people who want a quick fix. It's the people who
Yeah.
want the credit to be able to reinvest back into themselves and build something.
But what do you mean? You don't want to get those guys? Hey, you don't want to fix their credit in 30 days, 60 days? You don't want to get those guys?
No,
Why not? It's so
it's
easy.
not my community.
I think that's what we meant by community is like you need people who can trust you, and he's building that community. He's building that trust with these people, just like Punjabis. They trust us because we speak their language, we look like them, and we're able to build on that trust and be like, hey, this is why you can trust me. And that's why we're saying like it's easier to build trust with people within your communities if you're trying to do good by others, especially. You know what I mean? And that's
One, you don't want, or there's always this misconception that people in your own community are always out to get you and they don't have the best interest in mind,
Right, right.
which I guess there's always going to be those
feels,
bad
yeah.
apples. But you're going to feel a little bit more comfortable going to a Spanish speaking or your own native language because you are part of that community.
exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like when people
100%.
are marketing and trying to like get started, like pick something that you want to tell. Like I always say that stories are meant for storytelling, Like, post your story. Like, post what that story is for the day. Like, what does that day look like? Oh, maybe you helped 2 clients. Maybe you helped 1 client. But
Right.
people are going to be actively looking and saying, oh, wow, like, this guy's actually, like, looking out for people and helping people. Because one of the biggest things is people are not consistent.
Yeah.
So if you start posting, maybe I have bad credit, but I'm not going to hit you up right away because you just started this whole credit thing.
Right.
Right? Like, you haven't built up enough credibility for me, even though I've been following you for a while, to trust you with my credit.
Right.
But if I see you 6 months, okay, it's been 6 months, he's
Still
still
at it.
doing this. Maybe I'm getting closer. Maybe if he hits the year mark, you know, I'll go with him.
Exactly.
So once you hit the year mark, you showed the consistency. Now you're building this community of people who actually saw you stay consistent with something for 12 months. Now they trust you.
The best part is this person is gonna be warm as hell. Like the moment you pick
They've
up the
been
phone,
watching you for
yeah.
12
You don't have
months.
to. You don't have to
Exactly.
sell them. They're gonna be
Like,
like, hey.
But I'm ready. Like, what do? There's so many people that I've had that have converted where they've just simply watched this
And
whole journey.
Same here. Like there's so many people who said, "Hey, I've been watching your stuff for a year. I didn't start myself, but I got 4 people, you know, with you, like, you know, help me out too." So there's a lot of
And
those.
that's true. And then with your community, you kind of bring unity. Like just people come together, they grow together too, and it just multiplies every single time you add more people into that community.
100%.
Yeah, because think about it, you grab one person, you do right about that person's gonna tell 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 people. Those 3 people are gonna tell 3 more. That's more and more people exponentially growing.
You know, one thing I really do like, our smart credit community. Every single time we were partners or just someone that's in the building on the phone, like we work as a unit in a sense, and it's like welcoming, and it just like we get to bounce ideas off each other. Like in that sense, communities like just like you could take from one community and put it in the other, right? If you're not a part of a group, if you're not a part of a unit, it's kind of hard for you to grow and see other perspectives. Because I feel like that would be a good idea too, to like get someone in your community, so then have them talk amongst each other, or different perspectives. How easy would it be to sell to a client if they talk to an existing client?
Right.
Like they already these are normal people, and this other normal person comes and they're like, oh well, like hey, I see your perspective of it now, how you've worked with them. This is gonna be so much easier for us to work with the next person.
Right. Like that person can tell their story to others, and that builds your, you know, trust, your
Yeah.
loyalty, commitment.
I mean, I think those are all things that go into building a community.
1000%. You are able to market to them easier because, like I said earlier, they trust you. You have something in common with them. So, like we speak Punjabi on our videos, that's so much easier to attract these people because they already see us, and
You
they're
just
like,
have to speak their language.
Yeah.
Whatever it looks like, you know, it's like
Mhm.
maybe you're
like
from,
even with him, they see his turban, it's like, oh look, I want to go with you.
it's a different type of people,
Yeah.
right? Like, even if you speak English, even if you speak Spanish, like, you're going to hit a different audience. It's going to be a different set of people that you're going to target and hit. So it's like you just have to realize what your strong suit is, and then from there start building that. So then that way you can grow faster. Like, I've always said it, like, I personally don't care to, like, attract a certain type of clientele because this is my bread and butter.
Yeah.
So why would I go and try to compete with everybody over here when maybe there's like 5 people in this pool competing? I can just go over here while everybody's over here fighting for this lead and that lead.
Yeah.
Like, there's way more people on this side, but that's also from being knowledgeable and then also being
Consistent.
Honest. too.
consistent, but also being able to self-reflect on who you are, what your mission, what your moral compass is to help these individuals.
Meaning like when you're the leader of your community, like actually be upfront and honest and yourself with them, right?
Like, one thing that I do very well is like my connections with solar reps, right? So it's like if a solar rep has a client who fails a credit check, yo, Everett, can you take care of this? Boom, done. Like, I've built that community of solar reps that trust me to help their clients get approved, so then that way they can get a paycheck, right? Same thing with lenders. They're like, hey, Everett, I need this. So I go in, I help my lenders. Why? Because they also got to get a check. So in reality, it's like you are also not only responsible for this person's credit to improve, but you're also responsible for that individual's check to be paid out, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like you carry a great deal of responsibility. So it's like you have to steer this community in a right way because you don't want to put them in a predicament where now it's like now they're not getting approved, and then now the loan officer or the solar rep missed out on a sale because you steered them the wrong way.
Exactly.
So it's all about building a community under the right tools and then the right education, because then everybody wins.
Like, and when we're talking about that, you're definitely talking about like using social media, using platforms like school, and like using those tools to actually form a following
I
that's
mean,
your community.
it doesn't even have to be a following. I think that's where people get it messed up. Like you can have 1,000 followers and still be influential and have a following of 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Like even when I spoke at Smart Credit, like that was like 200 people. But if you go on TikTok and you post a video, you see 200 views, it flopped.
But-
Dude, 200 people is crazy.
That's a lot of
Like,
people.
I was on stage and I'm like, oh, this is 200. That's crazy. So then, like in my head, like while I was on stage, I was like, dude, this is like 200 looks like. Like, dude, imagine 1,000, 2,000, and then you get videos get 50, 100,000, 500,000
Yeah.
views. Like
Never
that's
thought
an
of it like that.
insane
That's
amount.
crazy.
So it's like you don't need a large following to be influential.
Because those 2,000-3,000 views still matter. Because imagine if there's 2,000-3,000 people in this room right now, they wouldn't fit, but they could fit easily on a device. They're looking at it. There's actually another thing I want to do. Gary Vee, right? You know Gary Vee. He's like, if you're starting a new business, all this, like, post a video of you being honestly you, talking about what you're, not even post, make a video. Hey guys, like, you're in my phone. Have you save it as a contact? I'm sending this video because I'm doing this, this, and this. I want to educate you on this and this. And then have that video saved. Go through number A or letter A all the way down to Z in your contacts and send it to everyone. Pretty sure you'll form a community with the people you already have saved in your phone. You don't have to just go get leads.
That's true.
Start with friends, family, and contacts in your phone. It's gonna be easier to build a community with them.
But it's about getting like your
But your people too.
your plan set up. Like, how are you actually going to help them? Like, what's the actual plan behind it? Are you going to show them how to manage debt? Are you showing them like how to repair their own credit? Maybe using the Smart Credit, pull the reports and then have them like, what is your actual mission that you're going to do? And then from there start creating that community. 'Cause I think you have to be very crystal clear on what it is on the message that you're trying to portray.
It has to have clear intent.
Yeah, because then it's gonna get very skewed. Like, oh, I do credit repair, or I do debt relief, I do business funding. Okay, what do you really do? Like one of the biggest things I can say to people is like, especially if you're starting off, is focus on one thing until you are really, really, really good at it. After that, then you can start adding different products, different services, based on what your current clients are needing. Not what you see on Instagram, not what you see ads being ran. No, just go based off of your clientele so that way you can better assist them.
Gotcha.
Like for us, being able to transition a little bit more from just a credit repair company to going into a fintech is more so just listening to our community, listening to our clients, and understanding what their problems is, so then that way we can provide that solution.
What
Yeah.
they're gonna need in the long run.
And like I said, you don't need 10,000 followers. You don't need $100,000.
Because that way you retain the client for a longer time as well. Right?
You retain them and you're able to help them out in the long run. And not only that, but it's like sometimes I think it's better to have maybe like a couple thousand followers that are very highly engaged that help you out.
It's way better than 10,000 who.
Are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Or,
they don't
you know,
interact.
Or you bought your followers, I guess, and then like see, because I know that even if I go ghost on my page, I can post something
People will
and they
still-
gonna have some emotion to it.
Because not even that, they're not even just following you because you cool, this and that. They following your journey. They've been with you this whole time, you know?
Like
That's
a
when
lot of my
community-
people see me pushing cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Push
Like
back.
I remember, like I posted the M3 the other day, and then some guy was like, "Man, I remember when you was wishing for a turbocharged FRS," which is very true. Like I don't even remember.
It was a long time.
You know, that's like 10 years ago.
That's
But like,
crazy.
homie remembered that.
But
Right.
the other
We saw you pushing the cart.
the other thing that, I mean, the reason why that stays is with your consistency, right? Like, you consistently showed everything. You kept telling that story.
Yeah.
Like, Happy's a big fan of J. Cole. J. Cole's a storyteller in all of his albums. Like, that community in itself is there because we want to keep hearing the story. Like, what's going on with the next album? What's going on with this?
Exactly.
We're
What's
there
going
from
on in his life, you know?
Even like you were with Russ, right? Like, you're there from first mixtape, right? The first song.
No, I wasn't there.
But you
I
get
joined
what I'm
later
trying
on.
to say. Sometimes it'll pay off in the long run, right? What if there's just a person that's just been lingering, never communicated, never reached out? They could be silent
They could, I mean,
supporters.
they're like a wall hugger, I guess.
What?
Wall hugger?
Tree hugger?
Wallflower?
Wallflower.
Wallflower.
There it is. That's a tree hugger. Tree hugger. That's what it is. I don't
Tree
know.
hugger?
You know what I mean, right? Like when you
Yeah.
fly on the wall.
Fly
There's,
on
a,
it.
there's a saying that goes, you can build $1 million business with 8,000 loyal individuals that are willing to buy a product or service from you. So instead of focusing on, I need to go viral, I need to do this on that, just focus on getting your first 1,000 clients that are going to be loyal to you, because those clients are going to be able to feed you for life.
That is
And if you really think about it, it's not that hard to get 1,000, especially with reach.
You just
easy.
gotta be you, cause it's
Like-
beautiful.
I'll leave you with this. Back in 2022, just some time ago, back in my day, like I probably had less than 1,500 followers on my Instagram, and then just from that alone, I was able to build a $20,000 a month business. Obviously, then from there, videos go viral, things happen. It's just crazy momentum and crazy volume coming in, and then from there, that went from 20 to $50,000 monthly business. But you don't really need that much.
Yeah.
Like people would think, oh, you need 10,000 followers to get that. No, like you get a lot done with a couple thousand. So don't get focused. Like don't focus on the vanity metrics. Focus more so on providing value, being honest, being transparent, and helping your community.
Gotta be genuine.